Welcome to the fourth episode of our first module on purpose. We are still discussing the subject of purpose. But this time around, in this fourth episode, we're going to be looking at pathways to fulfilling your purpose. Remember, we have talked about how to proven keys to discover your purpose. It is one thing to discover your purpose. It is another thing to fulfill it. You can discover it and not fulfill it. So in this episode, I'm going to be running us through on how you can actually fulfill your purpose. What are those things you need to know? What are those things you need to put in place that will help you fulfill your purpose? Number one, know your purpose. Of course, we have laid the foundation on how you can know your purpose, but then it's still important to know that you can't even fulfill your purpose when you don't know it. So the first thing that is demanded of you, what is expected from you for you to be able to fulfill your purpose, is that you must know your purpose. The second thing is go for knowledge. Go for knowledge. Go for knowledge. You can't even take this out of the equation. Now, there are two kinds of knowledge here. Number one, the first kind of knowledge is transformative knowledge. Transformative knowledge. The knowledge that empowers you, that builds you, knowledge that enlightens you so that you can have a better perspective about life. And that's just what we are doing in this summit. This summit is to give you a better perspective about life, a better approach about life, a better approach about purpose so that you'll be able to fulfill it. So you have to go for that kind of knowledge, the transformative kind of knowledge for enlightenment, for illumination, and just to be able to come to that point that you know that what the things you are believing, the things you are holding on to, your value systems are in line with what is expected. I always say this, there are two kinds of knowledge, there are two kinds of opinions rather, or of course, two kinds of opinion, two kinds of knowledge, whichever way you want to call it. Now, the first is that there is the subjective and the objective kind of knowledge. These are the two types. So, what that entails is that there's one that you will feel, this is what I feel about this. This is what I think about it. This is my opinion. But one thing you must understand is that your opinion does not always work. Your opinion might not work. Your opinion might not be true. Your opinion might not be real. You can have a powerful opinion that sounds intelligent, but is not applicable. It's not applicable in life. It has not been proven and tested over time. So that's a subjective kind of opinion. You must always strive to go for the objective kind of opinions, objective kind of knowledge that you know. You don't just know because you think you know. You know because you know you know. You know it because you have studied, you have submitted yourself under a right structure and a right system that mentors you correctly. Because you can be mentored wrongly. So it's not just enough that you should just be going for knowledge and be knowing things. You must know what works. You must know what is supposed to be known. You must know what is supposed to be known. So the first kind of knowledge you must invest in if you will ever fulfill your purpose is transformative knowledge. When we go on the subject of, when we go to our second module, when we're talking about transformation, I will show you. You see, Bible speaking say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is that man. So you see, your life is a sum total of your thought life. How you think, how you see life, your perception of life, your worldview, your view of people, your view of God. All of those things combined is what defines the quality of your life. Your life cannot become better than the kind of or the quality of your mindset. Your mindset is what defines the quality of your life. Yes, your mindset is what that defines the quality of your life. Your life cannot be more qualitative than how qualitative your mindset is. So, for us to be able to solve that kind of problem, you must be intentional. You must be intentional about going for transformative knowledge. You must be intentional about going for light. You cannot fulfill your destiny if you do not understand this part. Now I'm linking this to your purpose. You cannot fulfill your destiny if you do not understand this. Now, the second kind of knowledge you should go for is not knowledge that has to do with your purpose. So you must know about your purpose. You must understand your assignment. The kind of knowledge you go for is understanding and knowing more about your purpose. Imagine saying that you want to become a lawyer, for instance, and you didn't go through law school. How do you want to become a lawyer? You just come and you just argue. You feel because you can argue, you're a lawyer. Because you argue and then you win argument. You think you're a lawyer, you only have the potential to win argument. It doesn't qualify you for one. So you must go and invest in the knowledge of your purpose. So God is saying that you are going to become a pastor. You don't just you don't just sit down and you don't just sit down, not know anything, not invest. You don't study your Bible. Maybe God is saying you are going to be someone that will work more in the gift of faith. Then you now go about studying about wisdom. You will not fulfill that purpose. You will not fulfill that purpose. You need to intentionally invest in the knowledge that has to do with that your assignment. You are going to become, imagine someone that say, I want to become a mechanical engineer. And then the person didn't go through university to study mechanical engineering, didn't go through the workshop to study and see how vehicles are being repaired, how they are being assembled, all of that. How are you going to become a mechanical engineer? It's not possible. So as you are pursuing your purpose to fulfilling it, you must intentionally invest in the knowledge of your assignment, in the knowledge of your purpose. So this is one of those ways. I think this is very important. So by this, you need to invest in books, you need to invest in courses, in summit seminars just like this one. You need to invest in mentorship. You need to pay the price. Bible speaking says, buy the truth and do not sell it. You must be willing to get books, invest in books, invest in knowledge, invest in yourself, invest in courses. Stop going for just free things. Of course, free things can be a push, but you must not stop there. You can start with free things, but develop a culture around your life. The same way you are ensuring that you are saving money so that at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month, you can go and buy food stuff to feed yourself so that your body can grow. Intentionally begin to save off money every month so you can get materials, whether courses, whether books, whether mentorship, subscription, all of that, so that you can grow in the knowledge of your purpose. So invest, know your purpose, get to know your purpose. Get to know your purpose. That's one of the ways in which you can prepare yourself, or one of the pathways in which you can take towards fulfilling your purpose. Number three, associate correctly. Bible speaking says, he that walks with the wise shall be wise, but the companions of fools shall be destroyed. So there are a set of people you can work with that your purpose is going to be shattered. Your purpose will become a nightmare. Your dreams will become a nightmare when you associate wrongly. So you must be intentional about associating correctly. Choose the right friends, choose the right community to belong to. This Transforge Global Mentorship Summit is a platform for you to be able to get a community that can help you understand yourself, understand your purpose, and all of that. So get a community of people who have like minds, who are going the same way you are going. Associate correctly. Don't just move with anybody you see. You can have casual friends, you can have social association, you can have church association, but in all, make sure that as far as it connects to your purpose, as far as it connects to what you are becoming, you have the association of people who are also becoming what you are becoming. Now, I didn't mention this when I was talking about go for knowledge. One of the ways to go for knowledge is to seek for mentorship. You must be intentional. It will be very difficult for you to fulfill your purpose if you don't submit yourself under mentorship. I think we can even also put it under associate correctly. The right mentorship. Then number 4, Build a powerful mindset. See, if you will ever fulfill your purpose, your mindset is what will determine it. How far you will go in life is determined by the quality of your mindset. What you become, the kind of experiences you will have. I've seen people who thought of people in this way and then they began to see that particular thing. Others may not even see it, but that's what they begin to see because they began to think. When you begin to channel your consciousness to a particular place or to a particular thing, there's a level of energy around your environment that comes together to produce that result. You begin to see in the long run what you have consistently given your thoughts to. So you must intentionally build a powerful mindset towards your purpose. You must see yourself becoming everything God has said you are going to become. You must see yourself becoming everything God has said you are going to become. You must see yourself becoming everything you have seen yourself becoming. You must see yourself in your future. You must see yourself build a powerful mindset towards your purpose. Be a person of integrity. I have studied scripture and I saw that people's life were destroyed. People's destiny were sabotaged because they decided to walk in lies. They were not people of integrity. One of the pathways in which you can follow to fulfill your destiny is become a person of integrity. Let people know you that you are a person of integrity. Let people be able to trust you with resources, trust you with access. Be able to trust you with important details. Be a person of integrity. Your destiny can be sabotaged on the platform of not being a person of integrity. So you must intentionally be a person of integrity. There are people that will stop doing business with you. Maybe your purpose, you're about going somewhere, your purpose demands a certain amount of money to be able to push a particular product or to be able to push you in a particular career. And you just decided one day, the devil just entered you one day. And then you just made up your mind to just lie. And then your destiny helper will just turn his back on you. It's not every boy that will be as merciful. It's not everybody that will think twice. They just needed, others have been failing them. They are looking for, there's not any second chance for anybody that's failing them again. So you must be intentional about being a person of integrity. Next thing we have here, be a person of character. See, it does not matter how big your dream is. It does not matter how powerful you think you are. It does not matter how great you think you will become. It does not matter how you claim to have a powerful mindset. If you are a person that does not have character, there's no honor in your life. You don't honor people. You disregard people. You talk against people anyhow. You talk anyhow. You talk back up at people. They talk one, you have, before they talk one, you have say 100. You can't fulfill your purpose that way. You must become a person of character. You must learn to greet. You must learn to show appreciation. Someone did something for you, you just say thanks. Thanks. So something that you needed someone to do something for, and they helped you, and you are saying thanks. You must develop the culture of thanking people. You must develop the culture of saying I'm sorry too. Maintain a broken and a contrite heart. A broken and a contrite spirit. Be a person of character. Be a person of character. One of the pathways in which you can follow to fulfill your purpose is to be a person of character. Next one we have here, stay with God. Stay with God. One of the powerful secrets that can help you fulfill your purpose in life is staying with God. You must intentionally spend time with God. It is only in the presence of God that you are being built, you are being refreshed to fulfill your destiny. You stay with God by spending time in prayer, spending time in the Word, spending time retreating. Sometimes you need to lock yourself up. And then just decide that you just want to stay with God. You just want to stay in His presence. This is one of those things you need to. One of the cultures you need to cultivate to be able to stay and fulfill your purpose. Stay with God. Set goals for your purpose. Set goals. Don't just Don't just say, I have a big future. I know what God has said concerning my life. I saw I'm going to become this in the next 10 years. Set goals. Put them down on papers. Put them down. Put them down. I think that's even the next point. Draft out plan to achieving your life goals. You have a purpose. Like for instance, this Transforge Global Mentorship Summit that we're looking at, it didn't just start like this. Like it has been a long time. So many. This was not even the first name that came. One of the first names that came many. I think that was about last year or so. Was the Young Men Summit. Several things just came out of that, and then just recently, that was when this name finally came. But the idea was to create a system of mentorship for young people so that they can be able to find their purpose. They can be able to know what it takes to experience personal transformation and be able to understand what God is doing with their life and be able to present and showcase it to their world to be a blessing to lives. That was the idea behind this whole thing. This thing have been on papers. For instance, while working and planning for all of these things, I had to take out time. It was so strenuous, but I had to take out time to prepare lecture. I had to plan, okay, when is the shoot going to be happening? When is this one is going to be happening? A lot of planning were put into place. Who are the people I will be needing? What are the gadgets that will be needed? What are the things? All these things needed to be planned. Who am I going to speak with? Who can assist me? And all of those things had to be put in place. And then I began to execute them. And today, this is where we are. So you don't just say, I have a purpose. You must plan to achieve it. You must set up plan. You must draft out plans. Look for people who can help me. Who can help me in this aspect. That's why you must associate correctly, like I said earlier. Because sometimes through association, you can also be a blessing to people who are also pushing their own purpose. And a time will come when you also have a need for them to also be a blessing, also be of help to you. It will not be a big deal because you have also played a vital role in their own life. So it is important you know this. Draft a plan. Who can I meet? Who can assist me in doing this? What things can I improvise? And all of that. Make sure you think what are the possible things. And then one of the things I also learned is that you prepare ahead of time. You prepare. You be prepared enough before you start. Be prepared enough before you start. Don't start when you are not prepared enough. Be prepared enough. The lecture for this Transforge Global Mentorship Summit is ready. Everything is ready. Everything from A to Z is ready. Is ready. They are ready. So be prepared. Be fully prepared before you start. Be fully prepared before you start. And there cannot even be a day that you will come and then the time that we are supposed to be going live, we're not going live. It's not possible. Because everything has been planned. Everything has been prepared. Everything has been put in place. So you must be intentional about setting goals to fulfill your purpose and then drafting out plans to achieving them. Number 10, take consistent action. Always. Take consistent action. Always. Take consistent action. Always. Take consistent action. Always. Don't wait. Don't wait for the rain to come down. Don't wait for the sun to set. Take consistent action. Under the rain, under the sun, whichever condition, take consistent action. Don't wait for a favorable condition. Take consistent action. You will never ever be able to fulfill your destiny if you are waiting for the convenient situation to be able to do that. A convenient circumstance or a convenient condition. You must be intentional about being on the go the moment you have put everything in place. So be intentional. Be intentional about taking consistent action towards fulfilling your purpose. If you take note of these 7 things I've mentioned, know your purpose, go for knowledge, associate correctly, build a powerful mindset, be a person of integrity, be a person of character, stay with God, set goals to fulfill your purpose, draft out plans to achieving your life goals, and you take consistent action. There is no way you will not be on the path to fulfill your purpose. Mind you, before we round up this episode, my book, The Purpose of Man, this teaching is derived from my book, The Purpose of Man. And I will implore you to get that book. It's going to be a game changer for you. If you study through that book, it's going to be a game changer and your life can never ever be the same. This teaching on purpose is an extract from my book, The Purpose of Man. God bless you. See you in the next episode and the final episode under purpose. God bless you.